Qsymia, worth the hype? Today, we're going to tackle a hot topic in weight loss medications, but specifically Qsymia. This is a medication you may or may not heard about before. It's been around for over 10 years, but is it the key to achieving your dream physique and health you're looking for? So stick around. We're going to talk about the science, who's it for, potential pitfalls, and side effects. So whether you struggle with weight loss for a while or you're simply curious about what the options are, this video is for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's get into it. So Qsymia is a weight loss medication approved by the FDA for weight loss. It's a pretty safe medication. It is a prescription as well. This is not something you can get over the counter. Qsymia is made up of two medications. One is Phentermine and the other is Topiramate, which is less well known. So how does Qsymia work? So it's made up of two different medications. And so what that means, the Phentermine component is going to decrease your appetite as a stimulant. It's also going to help increase your metabolism. So there's another benefit there. Topiramate is another component of Qsymia. Topiramate was actually created for seizures. Not really used for that much these days, used more for migraines. And what we think it is doing is also impacting the appetite, but also it is impacting satiety or how full you feel after a meal. So who's a good candidate for Qsymia? There are a few different things. So in regards to having this covered by insurance, one is you have to have a BMI of 30 or more, 27.5 if you have risk factors for heart disease, which include high blood pressure, if you have diabetes, if you have high cholesterol, one of those, and BMI 27.5, you would technically qualify, and that you've had to fail previous weight loss attempts. Another component of it is the type of candidate. So people who eat larger meals than they anticipated, this medication really works well for. So if you're someone that planned on having a small meal and ended up eating much more than you anticipated, this might be a good medication for you. So what are the risks and side effects? So side effects are going to include increased heart rate, primarily that's from the Phentermine, but also you can get palpitations, dizziness, headaches, insomnia. Those are the most common if you're going to have side effects. The Topiramate part is similar, that can cause headaches and nausea. And something that Phentermine won't do, but Topiramate can do, is sometimes people will feel drowsy or cloudy thinking. And so those are the most common side effects, though it doesn't mean you're going to get them. One thing is the dosing of both these medications is much lower than you would get if you were to take the medication by itself. And so when you're starting on this medication, you start low and slowly go up. You anticipate, and so we'd like to see about 5% weight loss in the first 3 months. On studies, the average weight loss is around 10%. Because this is a prescription medication, you definitely want to consultation for a few different reasons. One is that to make sure that you don't have any contraindications, meaning you are someone that should definitely not be taking it. So those people will include if you had an allergy to either one of these medications before, you shouldn't be on it. If you've had recent heart attack or stroke, if your blood pressure is not well controlled, if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, also should not be on this medication. You also want to get guidance to make sure that there's not a better option for you as far as medication, and then also to make sure you're on the right type of diet or exercise program. So our clinic does what we would do, kind of look at your whole picture and figure out which medication is going to be the most successful for you, paired with some type of diet plan. Qsymia is a older medication, includes Phentermine and Topiramate in it. It's really well suited for people who feel like they eat larger meals than they were planning or anticipating, but it has some side effects, but is generally well tolerated, and definitely should seek consultation to make sure you're using it correctly. Also below, we have a link to a free video course on losing weight without starving. It really goes into what type of foods are going to help serve you on your weight loss journey, as well as some lifestyle changes. Otherwise, check out this video on Contrave.